Guys, it's Josh making a video. So apparently the plot synopsis, that's how you say it right, came out today. I don't know exactly what time, but it's out today around 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, or maybe earlier because I woke up like around 3. So I'm going to try to tear apart this plot synopsis as well as I can. I'm going to read it fully to you. It will be in the description so you can read it also. So it says, fearing the actions of a godlike superhero left unchecked, Gotham City's own formidable, forceful vigilante takes on Metropolis' most revered modern-day savior, while the world, of course my phone shuts off, while the world wrestles with this, what sort of hero it really needs. And with Batman and Superman at war with one another, a new threat quickly arises, putting mankind in a greater danger than it's ever known before. So I'm going to tear this whole thing apart. I'm going to do the first sentence, and then I'm going to do the whole thing. So, fearing the actions of a godlike superhero left unchecked. If you haven't watched Man of Steel, you have to watch Man of Steel to order watch this film technically to understand what happened. I think they will revisit it in Batman v Superman, but just go watch Man of Steel and you'll understand. You have a understanding understanding what happened. So it says feeling the actions of a god-like superhero left unchecked, because no one's questioning him apparently that he's doing the right thing or he's doing the wrong thing or he's being a little too extreme. So what it's really saying is a lot of people are fearing him because of this superpower alien, a superpower person that no one can stop because he has no weakness as until Man of Steel. That's basically what it's saying. No one's checking him. No one's really. The government can't really do anything because Superman has the power over them. Technically, he has the power. He says he's like there's certain rules that we have to have. If you watch the end of Man of Steel, it says you can't be spying on me. You can't be knowing my identity. You can't do this. There's a certain respect they have to have with him. If you watch Man of Steel. So next line says Gotham City's own formidable, forceful vigilante takes on the Metropolis' most revered modern-day savior. So basically saying Batman, who's 4 years old now, is wrestles what sword hero really needs. Kind of reminds me of the Dark Knight because remember the quote says I'm the protector and savior or whatever at the end of the Dark Knight. I can't remember the same quote, but it similar has that Gotham is he's not the hero that Gotham needs. It kind of thought me of that a little bit, but it's just saying that Batman faces with Metropolis' most revered modern-day savior when the world wrestles with what sword hero the world really needs, or Metropolis needs, or Gotham needs. I don't know how far is Gotham from Metropolis. I know Gotham's like New York, but what is Metropolis? I've really never known what Metropolis is. Like, what is it? I think some of you comic fan fans would know, but I'm not completely sure how far away is it? I really don't know. And the movie might be different. It might be like next door. I know Kansas is Smallville, but it would have to be next to Kansas, right? Metropolis. That's pretty far away though, right? Unless they're gonna do it close. Um, that's basically what it says. That sword hero really needs, and it says Batman and Superman at war with one another. A new threat quickly arises, putting mankind in a greater danger than it's ever known before. So, let's start the war of Batman and Superman. So, I think at the end of this movie, I think they'll both know who's who. I think Bruce Wayne will know he's Batman. I mean, Clark Kent will know he's Batman because he's an X-ray, and Batman knows he's Clark Kent because he's the greatest detective. So what I'm thinking is they both at war. Is this one conflict and they just strictly fight, or is this over time? Oh gosh, a war is just not one conflict and you're at war. A war is something you have constantly, right? It's over it's over weeks, months, it can take years, it can take days. A war is a fight is just a fight. It doesn't say a fight, it says a war. So they have a war between each other. What is right and what is wrong, probably. Um, I think maybe Bruce Wayne will have a conference about him, what his opinions about about Superman, or some stuff like that. You never know. So it says it's a war. Batman and Superman at war with each other. Um, so it's gonna be pretty interesting. Why would Superman want to fight Batman? That's the question. What does he do so badly to make him want to fight him? That's the interesting thing. I know they said they planned it so well that they give you a good reason why they do throw down and have a fight. But it's a pretty interesting how they're gonna do it because you know how Superman he's not that type of person to fight. Even in the Man of Steel, he didn't fight that bartender. It was giving crap to that chick. But man, Superman doesn't do that type of stuff. It's kind of funny how if you watch the IMAX leak that they're punching, he ran away to go punch him. It's like whoa, dude. But lastly, yeah, Batman and Superman at war with one another. A new threat quickly arises, but mankind is greater than it's ever known before. I think this is one of the great lines in the whole thing. Um, all right, so we all knew they were going to team up and come together for the first time in world history. Like this is the first time in like live action and movie history over 2015 years. This is actually happening. Like it had to take that long. Well, they weren't created at that time, so we might have to reduce that a little bit more than that. But at least 1,000 years, right? 75 years, because they've both been living for 75 years. So it's about wait 75 years for this. Or 76 because it comes out next year. Um, so it says that they both team up. All right, they realize there's a more threat. There's a deeper threat. There's a bigger threat. A lot of people are saying that Doomsday is going to be in this film. It's rumored, and reading this plot, it seems more likely. You know why? Because it's a bigger threat that's ever known before. Like, they ever known. The biggest threat they ever known was the aliens, the Zod, Kryptonians, and whatever happened there, right? So what is bigger than that? I wouldn't assume Lex Luthor would have a bigger threat than that. I wouldn't. If they really screwed us in that in the movie, I'll be really upset because what is a bigger threat than Kryptonians coming and threatening the world and trying to make it their own planet? What really threats that? So there's only a couple of scenarios that would happen that would be a bigger threat. Lex Luthor, I believe he's not the threat. He's just a puppet. He's the puppeteer. He's behind the scenes. I can see that happening. He's probably trying to create a machine to kill Superman, right? Right? He wants to get rid of him. He says in the trailer that angels don't come from the sky; they come from beneath. No, no, he said angels don't come from beneath; they come from the sky. Literally, that's just true because technically angels come from the sky. Satan came from the sky, and he fell down. That's technically what he's saying. If you don't know that. So, the cool thing is that he wants to kill Superman. He doesn't want him here. He hates him. They'll explain why they hate him. But I believe it's either Brainiac or Doomsday. Metallo, maybe. Maybe. Not really, because he's not a big Batman. It's Batman in it. They're not going to bring Metallo in it. Maybe. They could. But he's more like a Man of 2 sequel thing. But I think Doomsday will be in this film. Guys, that's it. Let me know what you thought. Your thoughts are on it. Because, man, they kind of hinted at Doomsday. A lot of people saying it's too early. It is too early, but I don't want to wait another movie to go see him. All right, you got Brainiac in Justice League. I don't care, or in Darkseid, they're gonna have Darkseid or Brainiac in Justice League. So I think Doomsday is probably the best, probably a smart move to make because everyone wants to see him, and no one wants to wait more years to see him. So guys, that's it. That's the plot revealed, and I'm gonna put in the description. Enjoy. See you later. Superman all day. Batman second. Oh yeah.